Webber's Estate Agents. Now I am in Woolacombe, and just look at that in behind me here. Just imagine that as your lounge window. That view down the valley, over the surrounding countryside towards Woolacombe Bay and the rugged coastline is a real treat. And that window really frames that view perfectly. Now I'm in the 3-bedroom penthouse apartment. It's beautifully presented throughout, and it's got some really great features here. Not least, the property has its own garage, which is unusual for an apartment. And there are beautiful park-like gardens externally with a stream flowing through, which is here for the shared use of all of the residents. Now the convenience to Woolacombe is great. The village amenities aren't very far away. And of course, you've got that 2.5-mile stretch of wonderful golden sand surfing beach. Now this property is perfect for those that are looking for low maintenance living. There's a passenger lift to all floors, which makes access truly easy and accessible. So let me take you around the property now.
Here we are then, we're inside the apartment now, and the first thing I wanted to show you actually is this video intercom door entry system. So it's a great security feature. You can see who's buzzing you before you even answer. So if you're living here full time, as I say, it's a great feature. As I pan around here, there's lots of space in this hallway as you come in. You've got the majority of the rooms that lead off. And this area here actually is perfect for those who maybe live and work from home. It's almost like a little study area, which is really great. And you've got these great big Velux windows at the rear, which allow lots of light to flood in and actually look out over the delightful gardens at the back as well. I'll show you more of that in a bit, of course. Just looking back towards the main entrance there, we're up in the roof area now. We're up on the top floor. This is a penthouse apartment. There's plenty of space in here. You've got a bit of character as well being up in the roof. So this is one of the bedrooms here. There's a twin bedded room, as you'll see. So a couple of beds in there and the wardrobe. So everything fits really nicely. As I just move around here again, we've got big Velux windows with a nice open outlook towards the surrounding hillsides and over the lovely gardens that the building enjoys. So just panning around there again. So that's one of the bedrooms, and we'll head down this way. I'm going to do all of the bedrooms and the bathrooms first, and then we'll finish up with the living spaces. So just on my left here, we've got a very nicely appointed family bathroom. So you'll see it's a nice modern white suite, nice modern tiling to complement that suite. You've got the bath there with the shower and shower screen over the top, and the hand basin set in that nice sort of modern vanity unit and the toilet adjacent. Heated towel rail there as well. So you've got all the bits that you will need. That's one of the bathrooms. There's another one to come. Plenty of storage too. Look, we've got a cupboard there, and I don't know if you noticed on the way in, but there's a really nice, good sized store cupboard there just on the left. Good for odds and ends and the everyday practical bits that you need, but want to keep out of the way. A little bit of an inner hallway here, and then we've got another bedroom. So nice double-sized bedroom here at the back. And you'll see again, double bed, wardrobes, chest of drawers. And as I look out the back again, we've got the lovely views out towards the gardens and the surrounding hillsides here. So I'll just pan around here. And you'll see that it's all beautifully appointed. So that's the second of the 3 bedrooms. Before we get to the third, we've got a shower room. So again, it's all very nicely fitted a la the family bathroom, but good storage here. And adjacent to that, you've got a nice walk-in shower cubicle with the raindrop head shower. And you've got a toilet and your hand basin as well. So as I say, all very nicely done. You could move in here and literally turn the kettle on. It's that simple. Everything is pristine. As I head down then to the final of the 3 bedrooms, you'll see it's another good double-sized room. And you've got views from the back there out over the gardens. And from the front, you are looking straight down the valley, down the side of the building, but straight down the valley. And you do look out towards the sea there. And it's a different view all of the time here because you do get the different seasons, which make it really quite nice to see the colours on the leaves of the trees changing all of the time. Now I'm going to go into the kitchen first before I finish in the main living space. Now this has all been sort of relatively recently replaced. You'll see it's a very nice room, good sized communal room where everyone can be together. So if you're entertaining, if you're here on holiday, if you're here permanently, it's a great sort of family space. Room for the family sized dining table and chairs. And the thing that really hits you is this incredible view through these lovely patio doors here, which lead out onto your own internal balcony, or inset balcony, should I say. It's not internal, it's outside, but it's sort of set into the roof, which is quite a nice feature. Gives you a bit more privacy and shelter. And of course, look at those views. Look, a little bit hazy today, but on a clearer day, you would see across to Lundy, Baggy and Hartland Points there, and out over the wonderful countryside. So as I spin around in here, you've got a nice array of fitted units, lots of integrated appliances, as you'll see. Microwave there, fridge and freezer. And we've got the oven there, it's a double oven. Plenty of room for storing the wine, of course, which is always important. And we've got the hob down the far end with the extractor canopy, sink in the middle there, dishwasher down underneath as well. So you've got all the mod cons here, and you've got like a breakfast bar area. So it's great to sort of pull up a stool, morning coffee, you know, just sitting and having a chat as a family. Just give you the final aspect from here. Let's just have a quick look down the valley again at that view, of course. You notice the balcony there had plenty of room for table and chairs. That is indeed a table and chairs tucked in underneath there, so covered up at the moment, but a great space for an alfresco meal perhaps, or an evening drink after a long hard day on the beach. Now, final room in the apartment, and the thing that hits you when you walk in here is this fantastic feature window. Just look at that, look at the shapes there, look at the character that that gives, and then just look at that wonderful view down the valley. I mean, when you sat down in here, all you see is the countryside and the sea and the coastline, and it really is beautiful. That window really frames that view perfectly, as I said at the top of this presentation. Plenty of room for all your furniture in here. And we've got to walk down to the window, of course we have. It's floor to ceiling, look, there we are, right up to the apex. And of course, it's just beautiful vista. Wonderful Woolacombe Bay, looking down towards the 2.5 mile stretch of golden sand beach there, across the sand dunes, out towards Lundy Island. And there'll be some fabulous, absolutely fabulous sunsets down there from time to time. And you're in a perfect vantage point to take full advantage of that, of course. So just give you the aspect from this side of the room. And as I say, it really is unique in a lot of ways, this apartment. You really don't get many 3-bedroom apartments in Woolacombe, certainly not with garages, certainly not with all of the park-like gardens that this place has. So look, we're going to have to finish up on the view, of course, and this magnificent window. And we will now head outside into the garden areas. So one of the real features of Sandpiper Court are these beautiful gardens that I'm stood in now. It's almost like having your own little park area. The stream that traverses through the gardens, a real treat, just that sound of running water as you sit and soak up those lovely views down the valley towards Woolacombe Bay and the coastline. Now there's a large car park here. The majority of the apartments have their own garage, and number 10 indeed has its own garage and additional parking space. There's a communal drying area, and throughout the gardens there are lots of lovely little areas to go and sit and enjoy the great outdoors. So there we are, that is 10 Sandpiper Court, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, this really is a stunning apartment in a great location. A little bit quieter than being down with the maddening crowd, but of course you've still got that convenience to the wonderful golden sand surfing beaches and the village amenities.
Now the views down the valley are something to behold as well, and these park-like gardens are a real treat and a great feature that you don't find anywhere else. So to come and book your viewing, please do call us on 01 271 863 091. Many thanks.